say, of course, hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going? It's lovely. It's a Friday. It's a Friday here. It feels like it's a Saturday, though, because it is a national holiday. Happy vernal equinox day, everybody. The days are now getting longer again, I believe. Never quite sure on that one, but thank you for joining me as we have a day with no teaching, a day when my wife is home, a day of relaxation, hanging out with you somewhat, but also spending time with my wife and, doing some tidying. Tidying is what we often do on the national holidays, but I think today is traditionally a day when people spend time outside enjoying nature, but it is very rainy today, and where is the fun in that? Hello to you, Flug. I feel so saddened today. Flug's first message of the day is, the stream is today, an hour later than usual. I need to be in bed, sigh. Flu, I apologize indeed for my inability to remember, or my inability to maintain your viewership. I'm very sorry. Sleep well, though. Hello, Unnamed Comet. George, good seeing you. What is good, Jim? Rog, thanks for that resub. I appreciate it. Hello, Marks. Hello, Geektown. Marks, thanks for that resub also. Such nice subscriptions right as we are getting started. Very kind. Hello, Fernanthus. Hello, Reflex. Hello to Slivers today. Steve, welcome in. Thank you for your very generous message, vulnerable message over on Discord. My heart is there for you today. I've been thinking about you a lot, actually. Hello to you today, Gorthos. What's good, Dispam? Hello, Maharo. Good seeing you, Blue Link. Cat, welcome in. If I have missed your name, I apologize. I promise that I did not mean it, but I'm glad that you're here, one and all. Good to see some friendly names out there. And a couple of other names. You know who you are. No, it's all good, of course. Let's see here. The days are actually getting longer, slower now. All right, that's the modification. It's getting longer, slower. So the days are still getting longer, but at a less quickened race than previously. Cool. Thank you for explaining science to me. Maybe today we'll have a science and nature question about the vernal equinox. We'll see. Slipper says, you like my blue striped shirt. Thank you. I like this one also. Unfortunately, like every other striped item I own or plaid item I own, it moires a little bit, and so I don't often wear them on stream, but saw this shirt this morning, was feeling this shirt, and, that's how it goes. How it goes indeed. I don't know. I've stopped being as professional of a streamer. Now I'm just some guy again. Back to being some guy, and that's fine. Yeah, some of you have joined the community at a point after I stopped being suit guy. To my left is a collection of approximately 50 ties and 10 suit jackets or blazers. And I haven't worn them in months now. Oh, different time, all very strange. Anyway, what do I have for you? Wednesday teaching, all very good, though attendance was very light indeed, because yesterday was an undergraduate holiday, a day when there are no classes, but the faculty, staff, administration still work, and so many students had that day off from classes, and then today is a national holiday, so no classes, and so a decent number of students skipped Wednesday so they could have a long weekend break. And I get it, I understand it. My wife does the thing that I used to do but do not want to be hated. She puts an exam on the day right before the long weekend. And she insists that she does not do this intentionally. It just where it happens to line up. And then beyond that, she also doesn't want them to have to worry about the exam all break long. But she does get very strong attendance. And she's well liked enough by the students that I don't think they curse her name, but I should do something like that to encourage the students show up. On Wednesday, we discussed a little short story essay, a piece of writing by Nick Bostrom, a professor of philosophy at Cambridge, who made his name initially with an article that some of you probably know or have heard of, namely the "We Are All Living in a Simulation" article. He was the first person to put the idea forward in a formal enough way that some philosophers began thinking about it, and this seeped out into popular consciousness, etc. And that is not the essay that I teach. I don't find it terribly interesting for a bunch of reasons. But instead I taught his piece called "Letter from Utopia." And the letter begins, "Dear Human," and everything you need to know about the essay is packed into that that one salutation, dear human. And so it goes on to talk about how this figure is writing to you from the future, and this figure is your possible best self. If only you don't take actions to stop your best self from coming to be. The punchline of the piece in some ways is Bostrom is arguing through this little letter that the best thing for humanity, ... is to stop being humanity. He's a transhumanist, a post-humanist. He's very interested in thinking about ways to expand our modes of cognition, about ways to extend human life or human experience or our experience as long as possible. And thirdly, to remove all sources of suffering, including ultimately whatever brain stuff makes suffering a possibility. And he says do this very, very carefully. In the very long run, that should be the goal. But he thinks that the evolutionary function of suffering, whatever it was, has gone away. And so we should stop being able to do that, and in that way, perhaps stop being humans. And it was such a fascinating conversation, seeing how the students approached it, seeing the way in which the students thought through, what's important to them about being humans. For some of them, upload me right away. I'm absolutely interested in not being this limited being in some way. And all very good. What's this title of the story? I believe it's Bostrom's A Letter from Utopia. It's freely available on his website. It might just be nickbostrom.com/utopia with no ending dot whatever. But yeah, it's very, very easy to find. It was published first in 2006. Really interesting piece. Yeah, so students, talk generally about, why is it important to them to be humans or not to be? And, I then change the conversation over to, all right, assume that we're Cro-Magnon, assume that we're Neanderthals. Is it still really important to us that we maintain this identity? And it was just such a fun conversation. And the part that I enjoyed the most was talking about the way in which cyborgs already exist among us, in the most obvious cases being people who use prostheses regularly, whether to return to, maintain, or go beyond the functioning they might have had otherwise or would have had otherwise or otherwise. And, talking about the most basic stuff about, when someone has a pacemaker installed, when someone has put in a permanent hearing aid, right? Is that person no longer human? Well, I don't think so. And so there's a performance artist right now who's actually embedded an antenna into his head. And this fellow apparently can receive certain kinds of signals consistently through his head antenna. And most notably and successfully, various colors. And so he is able to stand in a room away from anyone and be sent the waves of color, whatever that means exactly. And then he can paint, right? He can paint these colors onto the screen, right? And it's successful consistently, even under a controlled environment. And that's real weird, but that is definitely a different way of experiencing the world. I know that some of you have either had surgeries or thought about surgeries to have magnets in your finger or RFID chips in your hands and all the rest past that. Hey, how's it going, Reclusi? No, we're not talking about theory of mind. We're talking about transhumanism and posthumanism. And, in what ways do my students respond to a little letter by Nick Bostrom the other day? And, it was just a good conversation through and through and through. All very good. I'm like a cyborg to you with glasses. Yeah, I mean, the consistent use of technology is not so far away from, being a cyborg, right? I can take my glasses off, so I don't think it's quite cyborgy. But man, I need them for my function. And Bostrom's suggestion is that there's no particular reason we shouldn't plug ourselves into the internet as fast as possible, though do it in a way that's responsible, which I think he means in part, ensure that it's not just going to be like Facebook in your brain, right? Ensure there's some kind of neutral party that's able to ensure, equity of access and a lack of control and so on. And so in that way, it is profoundly utopian. One thing I like about Bostrom, though, is so many of us look at technologies today and technologies coming on down the pike and have the sense of absolute pessimism, absolute doomerism. The technology makes us lazy and boring, and we give up our humanity to doom scroll all day or whatever, or live experiences of more and more control. But Bostrom is insisting that if we as humanity, whatever that means, make the hard choice and say, yeah, we're going to try to use various technologies for purely liberatory possibilities, technology might save us. And I think it gave my students a lot to think about, and that's what I care about most of all. So there you go. A little recommendation. It's a very short letter, only a few pages, maybe 4 or 5 pages at most. And it really gets the thinking juices flowing about some important questions that I think my students enjoyed thinking with. So there you go. That's a story about a class that went very well this past week. Beyond that, we have 3 weeks left of the semester, and so we're definitely getting into the what's it called? The last dash to the finish line. Sure. Though in my Utopias class, I have them doing presentations for the rest of the semester. I've never done this before. In some measure, I consider it a little bit naughty to do. Now, for these presentations, I will be engaging with the students on their ideas, and I'm helping them put together their best ideas. And the presentations aren't pure, PowerPoint, but instead leading discussions. But yeah, because I have 12 or 14 students, we need a whole bundle of days to get them all to go. And the hope is that the students adds things to the class that they wish I would have covered. That's what I've said directly to them is these presentations are to help me think about things that could be cool in the class. Now, some of them, or one of them, is presenting on Brave New World, Huxley's piece on the way in which technologies, especially technologies around mental health and around, eugenics, I suppose, lead us to absolute dystopia, most of us at least. And I'm trying very hard to stay away from purely dystopian topics in my class. They're too easy. They're too easy for us to think about and to say, yes, that's true. So I always admit the dystopian undercurrent in utopian movements, but man, we got to find some hope. At least my students do. So one's doing that. One that I'm so excited for is doing traditional Hawaiian conceptions of property and communal ownership and sharing and stewardship. And I'm really excited because I know nothing about this, right? I can make some comments on like Lakota conceptions of the same. I can talk a little bit about like various other Aboriginal groups around the world, but Hawaiians I know nothing about. And so this guy's from Hawaii, and he is someone who I think is very curious about his own culture, and he hasn't done much work yet in exploring it. So he thinks, this kind of more sharing conception of land and space is a useful corrective to the way we're doing stuff today. Now, is this true? I don't know, but I look forward to learning more about it. So over the next couple of weeks, at least in that class, you'll be hearing me report on student reports and maybe get some ideas going that we don't know about so far. So we'll see. Anyway, very enthusiastic about that. Yesterday, because it was an undergrad holiday, I had the library all to myself, which I've got to say is one of those amazing feelings of, I go from my little Carol study desk area over to the stacks, and I pass no one in the process. And as much as I enjoy community and I enjoy working with other people and so on, it is delightful to me that I know that there aren't going to be any people screaming in the library or talking on their phones. As I'm not a librarian, I don't really hush people. unless they're infringing on all of us in some way. But man, it was a nice day, real nice day. So I got about 5 pages typed out of the current article. At least one of the pages is pure nonsense. It was me just throwing ideas out there with genuinely zero justification beyond, I think I remember a quotation somewhere. But getting actual words on pages is for me always the hardest part of the transition moment. I'm very good at editing, I'm very good at researching, but that in-between step is always the hard one. So 5 pages out of probably a 40-page essay feels really good. So there you go. Wanted to report it on that. I know that I had a great fear that I'd take my Thursdays off from streaming and not write and, I don't know, hang out at home and watch YouTube videos all day, but no, we're in good shape for sure. So, Kamehameha was probably happy to acquire cannons when European ship washed ashore. Oh, sure. I mean, but if our argument against like Aboriginal organization is violence stops this, colonialism is the argument against everything good in the world, that's unbelievably sad, and it's an embrace of a certain kind of like cynical amorality or immorality. And, I don't want to go that path. I want to say that we can potentially learn from the past without just saying, and they lost the war. Because I think that's one of the ways of, like, stopping conversation or possibly discarding interesting, if not necessarily workable ideas. So there you go. I refuse to accept the Hobbesian move. It's not a dog-eat-dog world. Because if it were, we wouldn't have any dogs at all. We'd have only one dog, maybe, or... I don't know exactly. Steve, very cool. I agree. Getting started is very challenging at times, but yeah, I've got something to say, I think. Now, what that something to say is exactly, I haven't yet figured out. We'll see. All right, I think that's enough blather for now. I'm sure there are more stories I want to tell you, but for right now, let's go ahead and get on and do some delightful word of the day. Word of the day. I've missed you, word of the day. Today, word of the day is nadir. Nadir indeed. Yesterday, the Irish among us should be delighted, but yesterday was so unfortunate in Resortyville. The word of the day was a 3-letter Irish phrase, and then every single trivia question was about Ireland. And that felt really, really bad because I don't know nearly enough about Ireland. So it was 2 days ago. And it was 2 days ago. Whichever way, not a good day. Yesterday, they got like 13 or 14 points. More than that in a little bit. Mobius! Hello, Mobius Walker. Thank you so much for the generous resub. 54 months you've been walking with us. I thank you. Hope today is good for you also, and the wish you offer is hope everyone finds something to relax them today. Man, what a great wish, great hope for us all. A little relaxation instead. All right, nadir, the lowest or worst point of something. When used in astronomy, nadir refers to the point of the celestial sphere that's directly opposed to the zenith and vertically downward from the observer. So you can say of a narrative, oh, it's going great for the protagonist. Oh no, something horrible has happened. It's the nadir of their life, the nadir of the action, and then hopefully, if it's a positive, fulfilling story, up they go, and the zenith occurs at the end, and we all go home feeling happy with popcorn hulls stuck in our teeth. Only once the novel's protagonist reaches her nadir does she arouse the reader's empathy, and we root for her to climb back to respectability. Oh, speaking of books and movies and so on, I put a call for assistance over on the Discord. I know some of you are non-Discordians. Are you familiar with any book or movie or cartoon or any piece of media that's vaguely popular in which a worker or employee explicitly uses the language of negative politics to talk about the structure of work or their boss? Like, man, my boss is a fascist, or this is an authoritarian workplace. That kind of quote is what I'm looking for an introductory paragraph that will catch the reader's attention and so on. I thought there was one in the Office Space movie, and I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. I can find a lot of people complaining about the bosses and about work and so on, but I need political language. for this particular thought. So if any of you happen to know anything or find anything, if you want to send me an email at resorty@gmail.com or put it on the Discord or mention it here, if it's actually what I need, I will try to find you a way to put an acknowledgement or a footnote about you in the about you in the finished essay. A comedy film 9 to 5. I've seen 9 to 5 referenced, but I myself have not actually watched the film. So yeah, I mean, if they call the boss sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical, or bigots, all of these are good negative words, but they're not explicitly political in the sense of governmental. I need a governmental insult for a really minor reason, but it'd be nice to have. May the DS9 episode Bar Association. All right, let me make a note of that one real quick. I don't want to spend too long on this during stream time, but let's see here. DS9 Bar Association. Yeah, I found I did some searching on like Goodreads and on IMDb, and unfortunately I didn't find anything that was quite right. It was like, bad bosses aren't good leaders. Like, that's not what I'm looking for, but gotta read more fiction as always, how it goes. Alright, back to the story, I'm sorry. Nadir is part of the galaxy of scientific words that have come to us from Arabic, a language that has made important contributions to the English lexicon, especially in the fields of mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and chemistry. I'm sure many of you know that the easy one here is algebra, definitely an Arabic term. The source of nadir is, I don't know how to say that word, meaning opposite. The opposite, that is, of the zenith, the highest point of the celestial sphere, which is positioned vertically from the observer. I dislike it when the did you know just quotes the definition. Not a big fan. The word zenith itself is a modification of another Arabic word that means the way over one's head. Though born of the heavens, both words are called upon to refer to earthly things too, especially a significant point or period of time, be it a high one or a low one. There you go, zenith and nadir. Things you know. Now test your vocabulary. Good luck, folks. Rearrange the letters to form a word that refers to an immeasurably deep gulf or great space. Well, it's clearly bassy, or bassy if you want. It's abyss, yeah. Many of you got it, abyss all the way. Stare into it. Yeah, Nom's actually had her myth students write about that Nietzsche quote, about staring into the abyss and becoming a monster and so on. Because this past 2 weeks she's been teaching the idea of mythological figures as being monstrous in unexpected ways. The easy case, of course, is the Cyclops in the Odyssey, big old monstrous Cyclops, but Odysseus just kills him. Why? Because he can. And so Nom's had the students write about that quotation for their essays this past exam. She hasn't graded them yet. We'll see how it goes. See how it goes for sure. Exactly. Hercules murders his wife. There are lots of great examples of this one. And the way in which the Greek conception of heroism is always flawed in some way, in some really obvious way usually, that will let the audience go home having learned an important moral lesson. And yeah, I think it's the case that, I don't think it's the case. It is the case that, Nietzsche's explorations in all of these topics are deeply, deeply, deeply influenced by the Greeks. He's looking for the Apollonian and Dionysian spirits in culture today, that well-ordered, well-organized, and that chaotic but joyful sense. So yeah, Nietzsche was already thinking Greek mythology when he wrote those lines, I'm sure. Have I asked ChatGPT for a book or movie that contains what I'm looking for? Eka, I have not done so. Thus far, I have never used any LLM or the equivalent for my research. That's a line that I want to maintain pretty strongly. Because I don't know, one, the ethics around it. Two, if I begin doing it, will I then be tempted or desirous of doing it forever and always? And 3, I'm not sure like the reporting requirements are for submitting or trying to publish something that uses LLMs. It's a confusing time. I'm sure some of my colleagues are doing so. It is the case there was a major book in pop publishing this past week that was pulled back because they suspect a large portion of it was written by LLM of some sort. The book was good enough to be published until they caught this, which, before too long, I suspect we'll be reading a lot of things and watching a lot of things that are made by these machines, because the claim that they can't produce interesting, creative things seems to be false. And if they're tricking editors and book agents, poof, got some trouble on that one. In The Boys They Call Stormfront a Nazi, unnamed comment, isn't Stormfront like a Nazi website? Also, I think it may have shut down this past week. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Yeah, Dr. Possible's absolutely right. What's the, is it Rothko's Basilisk? Is that what it's called? Rocos, sorry, Rocos. Some guy came up with this thing on a blog and caused himself major problems. The thought is, if eventually there's a super powerful, super intelligent, better than us AI of some sort, will it punish us for not aiding in its creation? It's a paranoid dystopian version of the same. Exactly right. It's the thought that, I mean, and even Bostrom agrees with this. Bostrom says, look, this is the future. We should be working to make it the future in the best way possible. But yeah, this particular forum poster was terrified that if he did not do as much work as possible to help the super powerful AI come into being, it would punish him someday. And how unbelievable that is. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. I don't want to think about it too much, but strong pessimism, I think, is often a way to some really quote-unquote interesting ways of doing things. Yesterday, friends, I did the thrice on my own. Yep. It was a pretty good day. There was one question explicitly about philosophy publishing. What was the major work that Philippa Foot put forward, or what do we best remember her for? So number 1 here, how many chromosomes do mosquitoes have? And then how many legs do mosquitoes have? I should have gotten that second one, obviously, but we stroll at times. Number 2 was about some British guy making a new kind of consumer good using real bones. It was bone china. Got it right away. Oh, this question here was primarily about the game Diablo and the spell town blank. I had a very brief moment of not recalling if it was town portal or town return. So I had to just stare at the screen real hard, and I got that one straight away. The trolley problem is the one that, knowing that Philippa Foot is the one who put it forward first, I think is super interesting. All good. And I've mentioned before that the reason the trolley problem was published initially was to explore a tension in intuitions. Initially the question is, do you run over 5 people or 1 person? Blah blah blah. And the standard utilitarian answer is you run over the 1 person. But what happens if instead you push a very large person to block the trolley and save 5? Suddenly all of us say, no, utilitarianism is bad. And she wants to know, where does that tension come from? And it's a tension I see in my classroom almost every semester. Also, really interesting research on the trolley problem the other day. Apparently people who answer the trolley problem in a second language that they are not native to take a more dispassionate attitude towards the questions. So, for example, Japanese people in Japanese, standard Japanese people, will always answer that it is wrong to change trolley tracks to run over one person, even if it were to save five, because Japanese people in general believe in complete non-intervention. In some ways, the world has been set up to kill these five people. Even if I could stop it, that's getting involved. But if they're speaking in English instead, they're able to take a more distant role from the same. And apparently this holds over many, many cultures. And it raises some great questions about, how do we think in second languages? That when we try to take up ideas in a non or less familiar language, do we have to work much harder, and that work then takes us away from our emotional side? I don't know. Last one was what spice is made out of tree bark. I just happen to know that one, so a good day through and through. All right, enough of that blather. Hopefully today we do equally well. Oh, did I do today's already? I did this yesterday afternoon. Well, terribly sorry. I promise I didn't cheat. But, well, all right. Hopefully you enjoyed my story about doing the thrice without you. Try a refresh. I think I did. Yeah, unfortunately with the refresh, it is saying indeed I did today's. Man, times are weird indeed. Regardless, team, it is time for us to play a game called the Redactyl. It's a 3-word answer this time. What has been redacted here, and can we discover it together with the power of guessing as a community? Good luck, everyone. Number 1 is modern. No moderns. How about Mongolia today? No Mongolia. Wait a second. The old word went away. Is this a new setting, possibly? 1 second. System. Oh, it's back to doing the accursed dinging. There are 3 systems. Give me a second. 1 second. Yeah, show guesses with nothing. Good. Turn off the accursed dinging. Every single time they update, the accursed dinging comes back. Oh, we're good. Man, there are no man. World, there are 10. Currency today, we have no money here. How about the word cereal? No cereal for us. I'll put in the other kind of cereal too. None of that either. The word problem, I got 3 problems today. How about state? That's not how you spell state. 2 states today. Good job. How about the word time zone? We have none of those. United, there are none. Layer, there are none. Large, wow, there are 21 larges. And one is in a very good spot. I think you'll get it pretty quickly here, we'll see. How about potato? There are none of those. Daylight, we have none of those. Set today. There's 2 sets. How about united? I did a moment ago. Seed, there are none. State, we did a bit ago. Physical, we have 2. World, we did earlier. Waves, there are none. How about hadron? 14 of those. And collider. Collider, there we go. So, good spelling, first from Radicus and then from Dr. Possible. Yeah, that was really easy after the word large. Very good job. Very, very delighted with that. Good job. Not much to say on that one other than it's the world's largest and highest energy particle accelerator. Oh, didn't they recently upgrade it and find some new particle? I'm convinced there might be nigh infinite kinds of particles, as long as you keep smashing harder and harder and harder. Anyway, built between 1998 and 2008, in collaboration with over 10,000 scientists and hundreds of universities and laboratories across more than 100 countries. It lies in a tunnel 27 kilometers in circumference and is deep as 175 meters beneath the France-Switzerland border near Geneva. There you go. Wasn't there a plan at one point to put a big collider in Texas? And then maybe it was shut down under Reagan, possibly? I really wonder what that would have done, both for Texas and for the state of American science. Now, I think it's probably great that there's a multi-country effort to do this kind of research. It could become overly Americanized otherwise, but yeah. I grew up near the collider in Fermilab near Chicago. We went there once on a school field trip, and I had no idea what was going on. Like the idea of smashing things together, cool. What it led to, very confusing. They tried their best to reach the 10th graders, but not so much. I think there's a new particle found. What that means, I have no idea. Here we go. New proton-like particle discovered but 2 days ago. Composed of 2 charm quarks and 1 down quark, the doubly charmed particle is 4 times heavier than a proton. Team, I understand these words mean things. I understand they have particular signification in the world of the sciences, but when you call them charm particles, I think that the border between science and magic has been eroded one more time. Anyway, there you go. Well beyond me, obviously, but it's a proton-like particle. What does it do? We just don't know. Or at least I don't know, and that's fine. A charm is an even smaller quark. Cool. I mean, I recently read, what was it? It was some like introduction to quantum physics written by an editor for Nature magazine, maybe, is that right? No, maybe Science magazine. It's possible I'm trying to do too specific of a search. Yeah, here we go. No, here we don't go. This is not it. This is not it. Let's see here. Quantum Mechanics Basics. It's a pink book. Anyway, I read some very short introduction to quantum mechanics written by some delightful editor from some major magazine, and I don't recall anything in it about charms. Now, by the end of the book, I was sort of at sea. I held on to it probably through the 60s or so of last century, but yeah, now not so much. Maybe it's time for me to buy an actual textbook. You know what textbooks I need to be buying? Economics textbooks. Also civics textbooks. I'm really interested in a question right now that I am not in a place to answer at all, which is, are there any explicit ways in which youngsters, in the United States especially, are taught about working and jobs? Like, there's lots of implicit commentary on the classroom. You know, I, the boss, stand up, you, the worker, sit down. You do the thing that, you do the thing that I tell you to do on time or else. But I'm really interested in the question of imagination about how work could work, and to what degree is this stoked or quashed by early education on the workplace? You know, is it things like you will get a job, you will listen to your boss? Because I know that like civics class, for me at least, we're allowed to talk about here is how to be a good citizen, what it means to be a citizen. But I don't recall anything on like here is how it is to be a worker. Though it is entirely possible that there was something that fell into the background. Maybe internships. And I'm thinking before the explicit, before you actually go and join the workforce. In the U.S. right now, or in historical perspective, I more need the U.S. right now, just because it's relevant to the argument I'm making. Historical is interesting. I don't know. Anyway, this is what I was writing about yesterday: imagination and the workplace. John Dewey wrote a book called Democracy and Education back in like 1916 or so. Ooh, look at that mustache. And I am currently working on an article called Workplace, Democracy and Education, a phrase that no one has published yet. I'm so surprised. But yes, this is the current article, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Oh, very good. Enough about that. Enough of that. Don't recall anything grade school like that. Yeah, I've thought about posting on um one of the subreddits for public school teachers and ask, do they remember anything, or do they know anything about what they themselves teach explicitly or implicitly, or is it just in the background that is it in the background that the classroom teaches you this, and of course you find a boss. That's how it has to go. I don't know. Workplace democracy like Tito. We are not going Marxist in this piece. The author I'm responding to, Elizabeth Anderson. I mentioned previously her book on private government. Is working in the liberal context. She probably endorses some element of Marxism, but she recognizes that if she puts that forward as her view, it will cause a lot of people to just ignore the ideas. So she's trying to think within the liberal construct, is there anything we can do to help people think differently about their work? Actually, that's not her argument. That's my argument. My argument is, how do we build the imagination about possible work? And I think schooling is so important for that because, as Dewey argues, schooling is both how we help young people become part of our social institutions, but also think about our social institutions. As Fire Robin says, the most important natural resource is children's imaginations. High school might have career classes. The Junior Achievement Program intends to teach a bit about how business operates at late grad school. All right, let me write those down. Thank you all for remembering things that I don't remember at all. So explicitly career class or junior achievement. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying textbooks from these classes and reading the words that those kids read. Now, if I had a child of my own, I could go raid their textbooks, but unfortunately not. Anyway, yep, we did that. Okay, time for a round or two of the old Rizdactyl before we get back to our Voyager playthrough. I am missing Voyager very much. We have CTE programs in high school. I don't know what CTE is, but I will explore that. Civics in 9th grade. Yeah, I'm trying to think, to what degree is this a question of the civics class? I know civics thought about the role of democracy in government. I think that's actually a really important question. I need so many textbooks. Career and technical education. Cool, thank you. So many things to read. At the end of this thing, I'll be teaching high school, I'm sure. All right, did I do a hard refresh of the admin page? George, when you say a hard refresh, what does that mean exactly? I'm guessing it does not mean just push the refresh button, correct? So where's the admin page? Oh, there it is. There it is. Shift R or Control F5. What I'm reading is I should do Control Alt Delete. I can do that. Control F5. Okay. I didn't have to I didn't have to log in again. Is that fine though? I'll try Shift R also. Shift R did nothing. There you go. All right, team. I'll put the little message up. Let's go and grab one of these from way back when and see what happens with it. What is this even? No. If I see a not solved red button in the play modal, let's see here. Let's see. I do not. I see reject, reroll, open window, start game, cancel, exit. Okay, let me go ahead and log out and back in and see if that fixes it. We got to use George's most excellent work. I have now signed in with Google. Let me check again now. Not seeing it, George. Not seeing it. Unfortunately. Oh, once you start the game. Ah, there it is. Thank you, George. That works beautifully. That's really helpful. Thank you. Game which has Votech. Yeah, that's a good idea. Now, I wonder if Votech talks about unionization all, or if that's like a side topic for outside the schoolroom. So much to think about. Thank you for your help on that, Game Urchin. Okay, let me go and grab one from long ago. That makes me sad, so no. All right, I'll do that 1 second. This one is from Kaz. I have one on the page from Kaz now. I believe you can get it. We'll see if you can get it, team. Good luck, Godspeed. Ask some questions, and let's get this thing started straight away. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Is it fictional? It is not fictional, no. Is it a person? It is a person, yes. Is it a place? It is not a place, no. There you go. Good start. It is a person. Yes is yes. Is it taught in a high school civics class? I mean, I could imagine it being mentioned, but not centrally, no. Is the person alive today? They are alive today. Does the person cause a group of people to go crazy? Like the Beatles? No. Are they male? Yes. Have they ever operated heavy machinery to build roads? I don't know enough about their youth, unfortunately, but probably not. Are they a white American male? No. Heichel, thank you for the resubscription. 26 months. It might not be a red alert, but definitely a red tie. Hey, good job having the red tie in chat now. Thank you, Heichel, for the resubscription, as always. Are they musicians? They're not. Would this person be good at teaching a high school civics class? I would find a way to get back into a high school to attend this person's civics class, yes. Are they American? No. Were they born in Europe? Yes. Did they discover a random moth in 1842? No. Is it a single person? If you mean an individual unique, yes. If you mean can you date them? No, they're married. Are they famous for inventing something? I'm going to say no on that one. They're not famous for inventing something. Are they a scientist? No. Are they involved in roads? I don't believe so, no. Are they a politician? They're not a politician, no. Is this person known for desiring to overthrow at least one national government? I don't believe he is explicitly wanting to overthrow governments, but I've thought that thought while engaging with this person. Sure, sounds good. Are they an author? They are an author, yes. Are they British? They are British, yes. Are they in the arts? They are in the arts, yes. Were they born in this century? They were not born in this century. Is it Zizek? It is not Zizek, no. Though yesterday I read Mark Fisher's Capitalist Realism, and it made me realize that if I'm not very careful, I'm going to turn into Zizek, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's also the worst thing in the world. Is it Banksy? It's not Banksy. Do I know this person? If you personally know, do I know of this person? Yes. Alan Moore? No. Did I cite this person in my dissertation? I did not know. Did I primarily write fiction? I'm going to say today, yes, but not throughout their entire career. Yeah, today is primarily fiction, yes. What could it be? Is it Neil Gaiman? No. Gaiman? No. Yeah. Don't think about your heroes too much. They say they were male. I did say they were male, yes. We know British male, born before 2001. Author, has done nonfiction, but is mostly known for fiction. Were they a reporter at one time? No. They were never a reporter in the ordinary sense, no. Don't read into that phrasing there. Is it Anthony Horowitz? It's not Horowitz of any sort, no. John Julius Norwich. I don't know who that is, C-Man, but no, it's not John Julius Norwich, no. I'll give you a little hint so we don't get stuck forever. Actually, I won't at this point. Has any of their work been adapted to film or TV? Yes. Are any of their books televised? Yes. Are they known for things other than writing? Yes. Are they involved with food? No. Would 100 clones this person be able to take down a gorilla with less than 10% casualty rate? It depends on how much preparation. If it's like immediate bare knuckle boxing, no, they got problems. They got problems. Are they also an actor? No. Is it Tolkien? No. No. Again, I think at least half of you all know this one. At least half of you know of this person. Kazuo Ishiguro? No. Guro? No, no, no. The good idea, knowing he's British especially. He's so popular in Japan, but is British. Is British. Hmm. Known for things other than writing fiction, has been made into TV shows or movies. All true, all true. Is it Robert Jordan? Is not Robert Jordan? No. How do we get you there? How do we get you there? You might ask, like, what kind of fictional work does he do? Maybe. Is a musician also? No. Are they pretty tall? I have no idea. My guess is they're not pretty tall, but I'm ready to be correct on that one. What kind of fictional work does he do? No, you can't ask it that way. It has to be yes/no questions. Has the person been arrested at least once? It's not mentioned in their Wikipedia page, so I don't think so. Living authors too hard? Nah, you got it. Is rated science or science fiction? Yes. Science or science fiction? Yes. Did they recently win an Oscar? I don't believe so. Is it Michael Crichton? It is not Michael Crichton. Do they spend a lot of time writing a book? No, they do not spend a lot of time writing a book. Nope. It is not George R.R. Martin or his ilk. Let's not speak of that either. Man, sad, sad topics ahead. Andy Weir, no. David Mitchell, oh, David Mitchell's so funny. No, it is not, though. Lee Child, no. I'm gonna say this, you've gotten overly stuck on novel writers. That might help a little bit, possibly. Andy Weir, no. Would they enjoy Warhammer? Yeah, I can see them enjoying Warhammer. Not necessarily. It's not their main interest, but they wouldn't be opposed to playing a game of Warhammer, I think. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, it turns out that 3 of my 14 students in the Utopia class are really into Warhammer, and they didn't know each other before my class. This makes me very, very happy. Are they primarily known as a writer? Yes. Do they write mostly horror? No. Is the person nonfiction work science focused? No. Have they written novels? I don't believe so. Are they religious? Not to my knowledge. Are they? What did I miss? Is the person's nonfiction work science focused? I said no on that one. Sorry. Hey, Exonerator, good seeing you. Hope you had a good time at the gym. Would a young person want to binge their TV shows? Yes. Are they a professor? No. Is it Armando Iannucci? I don't know who that is, but no. Are they a comic writer? No. Are they retired? No. No. But yes, a young person want to binge their TV shows. It's a very good one. Richard Ayoade, or however you say his name? Nope. Nope. Aww. I'm a little sad we got into this the way we did. Do they have a show on Netflix? They do have a show on Netflix. Absolutely. Did they write the Sherlock or the Doctor Whom? They did not do so. You're going to get it very quickly here, I believe. Is it? Does his writing involve demons? Maybe at least once, possibly? Are they a screenwriter? They are a screenwriter, yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Huh. Who's on Netflix these days? Who's on Netflix? No Gaiman? Nope, we did that. Christopher Nolan? Nope, not that one. Oh no, there are too many Netflix shows. I'm nearly certain it's Netflix. Let me make sure this is true. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No clue? Is it related to Stranger Things? No. Alright, we'll abandon this one in a moment here. Dan Brown, no. Ricky Gervais, no. I'll do 3 more guesses and we're getting out of here as not solved. Ryan Murphy, it is not Ryan Murphy, no. Richard Gadzooks, no. Last guess. Alex Garland, no. It is Charlie Brooker. Charlie Brooker. He who has made the little show called Black Mirror. Black Mirror's creator, Charlie Brooker. Wait, none of you know this person? Wait, really? Oh, I'm actually really surprised with that. I'm sorry, I thought that most of us would know this one. I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry for wasting your time with people you don't know. If you don't know Black Mirror, I encourage you to watch it. You'll need to sit back and be ready for some craziness, but it is such an interesting commentary on, yeah, like one step forward from contemporary life. Something like that. You do know Black Mirror, not the creator, though. All right, very well, very well. No problems at all. We're going to try the new not solved button. Oh, sorry, not solved, guys. At least we now have one in the not solved queue. Feels good, feels good. All right, we'll now do one submitted in the past day or two. Unnamed comment, I love this one so much. Oh, there's so many good ones here. Wait, didn't I say I would do one today that was submitted a couple days ago? Oh, I think I did. Which one was it? there are too many. There are too many. Oh, I love them all. Yeah, I think April 1st we have to go through all of these. It will never, ever get out otherwise. Okay. I know the one I said I was going to do. It's right here. This is by Rog. Rog, this is yours. And then I already know what we're going to do after this, because it is a fantastic submission all the way. All right, Rog submission. Team, I got one on the screen. Good luck to you all. Here we go. Here we go. The Price is Right fail horn. Should I have sound effects on stream? I've never been a sound effects on stream guy throughout my entire streaming career, except for one day as a joke. Is it time to become that guy? Is it a person? It is not a person, no. A place, no. Is it the Dewey Decimal System? It is not, but man, that would have been amazing. Is it a thing? In some sense, yes, it's a thing. Have a soundboard? I know some streamers do, it's just not for me. Is it fictional? It is non-fictional, no. Is it an object? It's not an object, no. Thing, yes. Object, no. Does it symbolize something that people like a lot? The word symbolize is a weird word in this context. I'm gonna say no, but it could be yes. Sorry. Is it man-made? Yes. Is it a concept? No. Could you hold it in your hands? No. Is there a Netflix show about it? I don't believe so, but let me make sure there's not first. I don't want to lead you astray. There's nothing on Netflix on this page, so I don't think so, but I appreciate the question anyway. All right. This one has a good clue, so if we get to giving clues, that'd be okay. We got a thing, but not an object. It's not a concept. It is man-made. It's real, not fictional. That's what we got so far. Is it deja vu? It is not deja vu. No. No. Is it tangible? In some sense, yes. Is it STEM-related? No. Is it the Holy Roman Empire? No, but I have a student giving a presentation 2 weeks from now on the Holy Roman Empire, Utopia, and you. I am so ready for this. I'm so ready for this. His classmates are like, what the heck is going on? Could you buy this? No. Would it fit in a normal-sized Netflix show? Probably not. Is it a slogan? Absolutely not. Is it an activity? No. Is it related to music? It is related to music, yes. Is it a nation-state? It is not a nation-state, no. Oh, this student. I think he is amazing and awesome, but he needs to get this really big amorphous idea about needing a benevolent overlord for Utopia into a presentation of 20 minutes. It's gonna be something. Is it the Western Hemisphere? No. Would you be arrested for having this in the US? No. Is it a band that is a band? Yes. Does it have road in the title? No. Is it a genre of music? No. Is it in textbooks? Maybe, but not normally. Is it an encore? It's not an encore. No. Is a band though? Yes. Elicidal, the student who is doing this presentation has told me that he found my CK3 tutorials like 5 years back and he was so grateful for them. He recognized my voice. Is the band still active? Yes. Is the band performing today? Yes. Were they popular in the 80s? Yes. Is it Genesis? No. Is it a real band? Yes. Are they from the Americas? They're not from the Americas. No. Is it Swedish? If only, but no. What are Swedish bands? I guess there's ABBA. That's all I got for Swedish. Would bringing up a conversation get you a date? With the right person, maybe? Is it Iron Maiden? No. Sabaton? No. Do they do Eurovision? I don't think so. Kiss? No. U2? No. Duran Duran? No. Are they a one-hit wonder? I don't believe so. Is the band from the UK? The band is from the UK. Yes. You're getting there. You're getting there. They have massive concerts. I don't know what the word massive means. Like, not giant stadium, but certainly bigger than a bar. Madness? No. Should they cut their damn hair? No, they're okay in my view. Still active? Yes. Sex Pistols? No. Mongolian? No. Is it The Cure? Well done, Bellic. Is it The Cure? An English rock band formed in Crawley in '76 by Robert Smith, Lowell Tolhurst. And here is the band today: Smith, Simon Gallup, Roger O'Donnell, Jason Cooper, and Reeve Gabriels. There you go, buddies. There you go, buddies. This one does not need to cut his hair. Buddy in the middle, I know it's his look, but still. Alright, I want to give Bellic the points, of course, and also read aloud the user comment from ROG. Maybe it's time for Azordi to learn a bit about them and stop mixing them up with random English punk bands. Number 1, you're correct. Number 2, how dare you? I can never remember the various English bands. I'll learn more about The Cure someday. Alright, number 2 completed. Well done, well done. Friends, it is time for one last one before we get into the Voyager. And this last one was submitted today or yesterday, depending on time zones. It is from Unnamed Comments, and I think it is a great submission. So. On the screen, any questions, ready to go? Good luck, everybody. Okay, is it a person? It's not a person. No. A place? Not today. Not a place. No. No. I have a question for you, unnamed comment, at the end of this, but we'll see. Is it related to Mongolia? Not to my knowledge, no. No. It's something you can hold in your hands. No, never. Cannot be held in the hands, no. Is it a rhino? I appreciate that random guesses, but no. Is it road themed? No. Is it the Quakers? No. Is it worth preserving in case of an asteroid impact? Probably not, no. Is it man-made? Yes. If there were a Netflix show about it, would Noms want to watch it on movie night? Yeah, sure. I could definitely convince Noms to watch a movie about this. Can you legally own it? No. Is it a rhino? You want to talk about John Fetterman for a little bit? Let's not do. Does it have anything to do with the physical sciences? Sure. It has things to do with the physical sciences. Absolutely. Though I immediately start worrying, what are the physical sciences? Is it fictional? No. Would it kill you by being near it? Hopefully not. Is it from antiquity? No. Is it uranium-235? No. Was it created through great effort? Sure. Is it gravity? No. Is it tangible? No. Not tangible. Something sciences. And I now look up the physical science, make sure I remember what they are correctly. Is it a religion? No. Is it a theory? No. Could you purchase it? No. Well, I unfortunately need to restate things. I don't know if it's a physical science. It depends on how you distinguish them. And in this case, the AI... One moment. No, it is not a natural science, I apologize. It depends on the page. Sorry. Would you have to take math class if you want to study it? No. Is it an experiment? It is an experiment, yes. Is it gaseous? No. Is it mustard gas? No. Is it a theory? No. Is it a pseudoscience? No, it's not. Would it be used in Star Trek? It could be referenced in Star Trek and maybe used, but not in any obvious way. No. A Russian sleep experiment. It's not the Russian sleep experiment. No. No, 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 no. The Stanford experiment? No. Before 1900? Nope. Is it the thing with the kids and the marshmallows? It is not the thing with the kid and the marshmallows. Yeah, unfortunately, when we do experiments, I think we have the standard like 10 guesses and then we're out. So you need a degree to do it. The experiment, I mean, to do it well, probably. It was an experiment on undergrads who are taking Psych 101 classes. Most of them are. It was not an experiment on kids in Psych 101. That said, if you've never read the article, I think called like The Weirdest People in the World, it criticizes the majority of contemporary psychological research because they do almost all their studies on college educated or college educating white people from wealthy nations and then assume it generalizes across the human population, etc. Is it the experiment that kids afraid of white? No. Were rats used in the experiments? They were not. Would children be safe to experiment it? Probably not, no. Would it cause you to salivate? Yes, but not in that way. Do you need equipment to this experiment? No. Who submitted this? I believe it was Unnamed Comet. Is it negative reinforcement? It is not negative reinforcement. Was the result of the experiment counterintuitive? No. Did it involve light? Not directly, no. I mean, they probably needed the lights on, but no. It's possible this one's not known. Like I said, it's actually not a physical science, and I apologize. If you're going to replicate it, would you have to do IRB paperwork first? Also, not only would you have to do IRB paperwork, this one would probably fail IRB today. Was a psychological experiment in part? Did it involve a boat? No. Did the results improve the lives of present day peoples? I mean, maybe a little. Yes, but you know, what's IRB? Institutional Review Board. The universities after World War II realized that they had people doing insanity under the guise of psychology and harming people in substantial ways. Does that have to do with sensory deprivation? No. From before 1900? No. Game theory? No. ESP? No. Is it related to mass? No. Twins? No. Was the experiment made to deliver electric shocks to an actor? And the man in the white coat said, harder, do it harder. And as the actor screamed and screamed, people continued harming him because the man in the white coat said to do so. We're going to do 3 more guesses and then we'll call it good. Turing test, no. Drugs, no. Injecting people, no. All right, here, 3 more guesses from there, and they'll teach you something maybe. Does it involve abandoning children? No. Was the experiment performed on people? It was. It was indeed. Tuskegee syphilis? Not that one, no. Now, think of all the horrible things in the world. And this one's horrible too. 2 more guesses and we'll call it good. What you got, T? What you got? Is there anything left in our knowledge bank? Is it psychological? In part. A sonic boom over OKC? No. Last one. Language deprivation? No. Friends, is the Minnesota starvation experiment. Unnamed Comet, did you hear a podcast about this fairly recently? Some podcasters did a bunch of interviews with the men who went through this. This was an experiment during World War II in which conscientious objectors to fighting were sent to Minnesota and starved. In order to see the effects of famine on both soldiers in prison camps as well as people who were in the concentration camps. And it did crazy psychological damage over the course of the starvations. And the guys are still suffering with it today. I believe that one person took his own life, and Gladwell talked about this a few years ago on his podcast. It may have been Gladwell I heard on this one, but it is so interesting, and you understand the goals, and you understand how the conscientious objectors said, yes, this is the kind of work I can do for my country. I'm not going to go kill anybody, but I'm willing to use science to help understand how feeding and refeeding and starvation will be affecting people today. But it really messed the people up, not just in terms of like their food consumption or thinking about food, but also in their ability to form human relationships, their anger, depression, etc., etc. It is craziness. But, like you said, some good information anyway. Alright. Good submission to you, Unnamed Comment. That said, 2 of our 3 today were not solved. Wow. I feel a little bad about that. I thought I'd gotten good at deciding which submissions were gettable, but no, I've forgotten how to do that. I've forgotten entirely. All right, let's go and pull up the screen now, friends. It's time for a little game called the Star Trek Voyager. We got 2 hours of gameplay today. We'll see how much farther forward we can get. I don't recall exactly what was happening last time we played. I remember save scumming at least once last time due to some like nonsense 75% failure roll on something I'd worked very hard to do, which I realize that save scumming is not the point of the game, but I think the cases where you have to have multiple successful rolls in a row, it feels so bad to get 2 of them, and then the 3rd one fails, and you get nothing! Nothing! So that's how it goes. Alright, we reload. I don't know what we're doing. We're flying forward very slowly. Now in Sector 5. I think someone told me before, but how many sectors are there in this game? Is it 10, 13, a million? Does it eventually become a roguelike? If we're in Sector 5 now, I've been playing it for, what, a week and a half? 12 sectors. Uh-oh. Given the paucity of my streams these days and the extended length of the quote-unquote intro, we might be doing Voyager for a while, team. I'm enjoying it, but still, I just don't stream enough hours anymore to get through games because I want to talk with you about trivia and such. Alright. So, people are pretty darn happy that's good. I decided that it'd be fun to keep some tribbles around and to sterilize them instead of killing them or throwing them out or whatever. I decided I wanted to finish Science Tier 3 before sterilizing. I think I want to change my mind on that. Those of you who know this game fairly intimately, when you stop a research, do you lose everything you've put into it already? Or do you instead have this bit of knowledge, remembered? It does pause. Okay, in that case, we'll go for triple sterilization straight away, because they're eating all my food. Alright. Oh, the reason why I wanted to stay... Right, I forgot entirely. The reason why I wanted to stay with Science 3 is I told Balana that I'd build a waste disassembler without recognizing that I didn't have it researched yet. So, I don't know. Do I just keep pulling in more tribbles, or do I instead say, I want Balana happy? So I guess I know that if Balana's unhappy, all that happens is we get a morale hit. And we're doing really well in morale, so no concern on that. You'll recall that this sector we're in limits our power to only Tier 2, so a whole bundle of our various powers are turned off or in fact damaged. I should probably go and repair this one, surely. Actually, this has been turned off, so repairing it is not essential. The sickbay, though, seems more important. So let me go and stop repairing this one and get sickbay online again instead. That'd be good. Hello, Nekor. How's it going, my friend? Good seeing ya. Yeah. I think my greatest fear is we get attacked in this area. We do have some sector threat level. I could hire an ally, but I've yet to do that, and so I kind of want to continue not doing that. Also, we do have 63 people not working currently. I don't know. I need them to go to the holodeck, which is turned off, and practice push-ups or something. Alright, what am I currently doing? Where are we going? Ah, yes. We arrived at a location that has a Borg cube. And I don't know how to feel about that. Over here, we have a Federation vessel, sorry, Kazon vessel, that has maybe stolen the material I need in order to repair my engine. Something like that. Something, 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 all the way. All right, we can hold another, yeah, almost 1,000 fuel. So go and grab the fuel here real quick. And we'll visit the Borgs. And I don't know if we're gonna get some 7 of 9 action on, or what will happen eventually. We are overdrawing power by 6 right now. I could turn off another hydroponics bay. I could turn off. Oh boy. All right, all hydroponics bays are already turned off, unfortunately. Well, and heading into a Borg ship, I feel like I should get all of my power back online, or my weapons online, rather. Well, we have the batteries, so we'll see how this goes. Because I don't think that power actually burns in combat. Turn off the bridge. Glorious. Yeah, why can't we do this separation? Like, send the battle bridge out. It's always amazing when it happens. Some of my favorite episodes in Star Trek do that. Alright, so all of our weapons are online. Okay. Distress signal from a small vessel. I don't want to invite them on board. I have too many people already, so we'll get some fuel. Alright, 2 cycles to go. Here we go. Captain, we've reached our destination orders. Right, you will recall that we're going here because some human-looking thing, or vaguely human-looking thing, humanoid I suppose, wants some technology from this machine. And I believe I initially said no, and felt kind of bad about it. So now I'm saying yes. It's some really dangerous technology, I believe, but maybe we'll meet 7 of 9, and that'd be neat. Or maybe we'll meet Locutus of Borg. So no recommendations of people to take. A team in the show did... I'm sorry, I'm distracted right now because Grobzilla has said that saucer separation is a trope of poor writing. Do you understand how joyful I felt as a 14-year-old every time they separated the saucer? They were saving the women, the children, Keiko, Wesley. Dr. Crusher demanded to go to battle. Saucer separation is not a trope of poor writing. It is the best idea that the creator has ever had, and I will die on this hill. Out on a hill, 100%. Anyway, in the Voyager show, did Janeway never go on away missions? Did Catherine Mulgrew say I will only shoot shots on the ship? Seems ridiculous. Alright, we need some leadership. We need some medicine. We have a backup doctor. She will come along. She read on missions? Okay, very good, very good. Come along, Tuvok. You can do basically everything. And I'd love to have like leadership, phaser, and engineering. Unfortunately, Broken B'Elanna can't do it all. Harry Kim? Harry Kim? Harry Kim. So we're not bringing along any of the Maquis. It's in Chakotay. No engineering, but lots of other good stuff. Captain, we're on the cube now. It seems we're stuck. The only door we found is shut tight. How should we proceed? So 20 fancy rocks if we cut the door open. Tuvok can definitely do that on his own. The only issue then is that Chakotay is alone, or Donra is alone next round. Given the rules, though, Chakotay, blast it open. Sorry, Tuvok, blast it open. There we go. The away team carefully cuts open the door with phasers, using the exact amount of force needed, as is only logical. Captain, an active security scan traverses the area. It could trigger an immediate alarm. What are your orders? We can administer a modified hypospray to conceal my biomass, or just tricorders to emit a disruptive frequency that deactivates the scan. I don't really need anyone to give me morale, so we can have the doctor go solo. The backup doctor. Okay. The modified hypospray works perfectly. The team's biomass is so significantly reduced. Security scan does not detect them. The team traverses the corridor unnoticed. I like to imagine this is like Alice in Wonderland's Eat Me, Drink Me, and so it became very, very tiny to get through. Captain, there are a lot of inactive drones here. Maybe we can acquire valuable information if we examine them. Should we risk it? Alright, if we take samples, we have a less than half chance of getting it. Or push through or examine them, it's too risky. Yeah, I wish I brought a double doctor, but there's no way to know we need one of those. So, Tuvok can go through solo. The only problem with that is we're going to need him next turn, I believe. Chakotay... Right. Next turn is last turn, so we can do all of them together. The away team quickly moves between the inactive drones, gently moving some out of their way to avoid any kind of dangerous surprises. They continue the search for the field generator. Captain, the neuroelectric field generator is connected to the cube and looks rather delicate. How should we proceed? Disconnect it? Reprogram the Borg interface for controlled detachment, or shoot it with the phasers? We shoot it with the phasers. The away team starts to cut the generator out of its casing. After a long period of precise work, the generator is safely removed. The team beams back to Voyager to deliver it to Fraser and her colonists. What have I done? I've stolen from the Borg. We don't have any Borg nanites yet, but we do have something interesting on board now. And we didn't need our weapons at all. Now, I know the moment I turn the weapons back off, we're going to be in a bit of a situation. But... Hey, Grubzilla, you recommended a game called Surround Dead? What kind of game is Surround Dead? It is one that I do not know at all. I have one crew idling. That said, I need the engineering office on to continue repairing my hull. So, that's cool. I guess we can upgrade these hydroponic bays, even if we know that we're not going to power them at all. It is still good and right that we do so. Hello? Oh, no life support. I turned off this floor, that's why I couldn't restart it, unfortunately. Surround Dead is a zombie survival game blanketed over an inventory management simulator. You're saying the words I like. Maybe post Voyager, whenever that happens, we'll go for it. Good call on turning off stellar cartography to get a little bit more power to refill the old batteries. Thanks for that. Yeah, maybe we could pop down and check this thing out. My sense is I should bounce back over to the Class M planet first, because I might get something useful off of that. Yeah. I mean, trading stations are cool and all, but I'll be back eventually, so let's hold off on any of that. Return to 17 cycles away. Somehow the Borg cube does not notice me. That said, the tribbles are reproducing uncontrollably and flooding the ship. The crew begins isolating in various rooms without food. Maybe they're contained. Negative 50 morale now. We're doing just fine. even worse. There's even more of them. I think negative 50 morale is the worst event. All right, being attacked now. And we have our
What are your orders, Captain?
full combat team ready now. Let's go and target their shields.
The starboard side, Captain.
And, yeah. It's great when we have our 3 best combat characters. Now, eventually we're going to find someone who's going to require us to have more defensive abilities. That, though, is not happening right now.
Ability ready, Captain.
Enemy shields are down. I'm going to save my torpedoes as best I can. All their shields are down.
Ability ready, Captain.
Blasting their warp core.
Ability ready, Captain.
No getting away, you. Okay, with our shields back up again, we can then pivot through and, I guess, take out their engines. That double blast go. There's the victory. Not bad at all. Maybe the triples are increasing. They're increasing morale because the triples are small, fluffy creatures. I love it. I love it. Welcome to Geek Town. The new combat's ability on the new Doctor is to refill shields. Yeah, shield refill goes up faster. Now, if you mean the Doctor got on sick bay, I can't use him in combat yet. Alright, we broke the heart of the crew by not making a wasted assembler when I said I would. Alright, we're switching over to best possible kind of food for our folks. The tribbles have been sterilized. Captain, the research on a DNA modification to stop tribble reproduction was successful. It's been applied to all tribbles, which have now been distributed to crew members as pets. Friends, what would you name your tribble? You get your own pet tribble and you call it... Hooray. Also an asteroid field. That feels bad, man. I have a tier 2 nav deflector, so we're actually not taking any damage. 10 turns remain. There actually is no fuel here. So I'm going to upset my people by putting them on garbage rations. Is someone's bedroom offline? Or damaged? Can I fix that, please? Kibble, Trizordi, Trouble. These are all excellent names, and thank you for them. Okay, crew core is back online. We're still paused on power. Great. We have a slight issue now, which is I'm not sure I have enough power to actually get over to where there's fuel again. Huh. Well, hello Class M planets. I have your item. Captain, we're in hailing range of Fraser's colony. They're already hailing us. Looks like someone's eager for some good news. Oh no. On screen. Welcome back, Captain. How did it go? It wasn't easy. We retrieved the field generator. What war crime are we involved in right now? Splendid, Captain. This will mark the beginning of a new era on the planets, an age of freedom and prosperity for our collective. When you say collective, what do you mean? Wait, collective? That sounds awfully familiar. I don't think there's a point in hiding anymore. We were all Borg. So you weren't just dumped on this planet. You were assimilated by the collective. At Wolf, wait, she took off her, she was wearing a wig? We were tricked by a wig? We're hundreds of years in the future and tricked by a wig. At Wolf 359, I was a science officer aboard a Starfleet ship. 5 years ago, a storm severed our link to the collective. We woke up, free. We salvaged what we could and came to the planet to start over. I wonder why they don't have any Borg implants. And I thought that removing Borg implants does not make you immediately look humanoid again. Or sorry, human again, rather. Why didn't you tell me earlier? People hear the word Borg and run. But we're not Borg anymore. We have to rely on each other, but the joy faded fast. Faced with cultures we didn't understand or were taught to hate, we turned hateful. Then came the violence. The fighting, the raids, all because of this? That's why we need the field generator, to re-establish the neural link among former Borg. Linked, we had no conflict, no crime, no hunger. We lived as one in harmony. Alright, so Starfleet values. Individualism good. That said, if they're democratically voting to take on brain unification, who are we to stop them? A so-called harmonious family bent on violent assimilation. Captain, I think wild better decision. So do we know it's violent assimilation as opposed to conversational diplomatic assimilation? The neuroelectric field generator could be a significant asset, provided a proper de-Borgification performed. It could cut our patient recovery time in half. Welcome to the doctor saying directly how mechanic works. Please, Captain, we're no longer Borg. We've learned. We just want to use what's good from our past to build a safe, productive community. I wish I could talk to anyone other than her. But we can't. Give it to her, keep it for ourselves, or destroy it. I think destroyed is probably the correct Starfleet idea. But we trust the doctor. We keep it greedily. Possibly the field generator intriguing. It could be the key to getting home. I'm sorry, but we're keeping it. Sorry, my voice is going a bit today. Morale goes down. What a horrible person we are. That's unbelievable, Captain. You would doom us. Hey, Aaron Mithrin, thanks for that resub, my friend. 41 total months, my goodness. I'm happy to see you. Thank you for being a friend. Oh man, greedy Janeway, bad person. You'll find another way of living together as individuals as other societies did for centuries. Ensign, end transmission. Team, in the actual show, does she destroy it? I suspect she actually destroys it. I want main engineering to see if Voyager can use this neuroelectric field generator. Captain, do our goals really justify any and all means? I don't feel comfortable with the thought of the technology. I want to more fully understand what it does. We're not linking our brains together, don't be weird. I just want people to heal faster. We'll be careful. Noted, Ensign, we use it cautiously, responsibly. We're not going to change who we are. Helm, resume original course. Unity completed. We've unlocked the Borg tech tree now. Oh no! Oh no! Treat and heal all sick and injured crew and ex-Borg at a lower speed. Has a high patient capacity of 20. Lowers morale by 3. Huh. This is the exact opposite of what the doctor said it would do. The doctor said it would cut healing in half, or healing time in half, I thought. The doctor is a fool. That's no good. That's not good at all. Furthermore, on the not good side of things, I've got to get somewhere. There's fuel here. How far away is this jump? 6 cycles. Why we can do that good. Science 3, fantastic. We now do waste thing. Good old waste thing as promised. Possibly we can make fuel out of our own waste. Don't think too hard about it, team. Okay. This is 2 cycles, this is 4 cycles. We're here to pick up resources and to repair our happiness. Alright, battle stations. Well, that's no good. That's not good. Been ambushed by a slightly weaker ship. We'll be okay. Cannot wait till I get all of my engines back online. That'll feel really nice. Here we come. Engines, warp power, whatever we call it. Impulse engines, maybe. right. Doing damage to the wrong side of the ship, that's fine. Hey, my shield's down. I forgot to pivot fast enough.
Front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
They put a torpedo out, so I'm going to do the same thing. Their torpedo bounced off our shield. Ours went through. Our other side is down now as well.
Moving to defend the port side, Captain.
Torpedo off the shield again.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Another torpedo out.
Ability
This
ready.
fight is being much harder than expected. We didn't lose any hull, but we did end up winning there. Got a bunch of materials. We're fine. As before, though, man, I sure would like to turn my engine back all the way. Hello, 2 Coronex. Good seeing ya. All right. Largely glaciated here, but we can maybe get some food. Hooray! It works out. Okay, we don't need any more materials right now. We're actually completely full on both of them. I can build more batteries at this point, I guess. Like this little spot here, I don't have any other purpose to use it. So, baby battery online. And we get people, but everyone's unemployed. I can put nice food back on for right now, or really nice food. Grab more fuel and jump out of here. Cool. A small trade vessel has been attacked and cornered an asteroid field. They'll hail us if we, and say they'll give us resources if we help them. Not a real fight? Not a real fight. We scare them away. Good. We're going to refill our normal metal again. We don't need that much, though. It actually has both kinds. I'll go for the safe collection. Send those probes out there. They don't get a lot, but they fill up our stacks anyway. Okay. So, we've been here before, correct? We've not been here before. Well, no doubt it'll have fuel. How far away is it? 3 cycles. Eventually the crew will get big cranky that I'm not, what's it called? They're not heading through the sector fast enough, but our morale's high enough, not too worried about that at all, actually. Okay. Welcome once more to this place. Presumably fuel right next door. Stellar cartography's got to go back online, which is right here. Still producing enough power by 3. That's great. There's something else I wanted to do. I have no idea what it was, though. So, let's get scanning. It's always jumping right to the fuel. Feels good, feels good. Some food also. A new battery online. Fantastic. So, back to filling. We now get up to 360. I would have to build the waste assembler, I believe. I'd like to do that, but as of right now, I do not have enough power to run it. So I don't know if it's essential to make. But we can see what it takes to make, at least, I guess. We're not on a waste disassembler. I mean, truthfully, below decks, but one of these. We can't afford it right now, though, so. Alright, it can go right here. Right, life support's offline. What does it actually look like? How big is it? Not in that one. Is it a technology? There it is. It takes 5 of the bio such and so, and it's a size 6 room. 3 and 3, I believe I saw rather. So that's an interesting shape for the future. Yeah, not for right now, definitely. All right. I'm not sure what I'm actually doing in this area right now. Like, if there are no special missions here, I'm kind of flying around. And I don't think they showed the special missions after a scan. I think they're there right away. Maybe? So this thing does what again? This is a choice of what kind of what do you want, I believe. As of right now, I don't know what I want. And we are totally full right now. I guess I worry that not building in this area is a great way to end up falling behind for next sector. But, okay, we know there's lots of stuff here in the future if we want it. I'll grab some more fuel and then we're going to jump away. I'd like to have another science room going. The hull repair could be very interesting. Unfortunately, it's really quite far away. There is fuel near it, though. Huh. I think with them not doing substantial building right now, it makes sense to... yeah, continue repairing the hull bit by bit by bit. I think, though, we're heading towards combat here. So never mind. I would like to repair my hull. The way I talk myself into and out of things is very strange. The Earthians want aid once more. Severe ion storm, etc. We send them everything they want. Morale goes up for helping them. It feels good to help people. Sorry, Harry Kim. I don't think I'm going to do that again in the future because, oops. Because all we get for it is morale. We're doing really well on morale, unfortunately. 2 dilithium for 50 points. Yeah, seems fine. Very close to full now. This is 6 away. We'll grab that first. There's one more fuel over here, and then we should probably get out of here in a hurry. Too much time in this sector. Go away, video game says. Stop being here. We're at half fuel right now. I can turn my shuttle bay back on for just a moment. Oh, I have no shuttle, though. I should probably accept being over-consuming on power for a little bit to get my shuttle built again.
What are your orders, Captain?
Though I'm not sure. Okie dokie.
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain.
If you surrender in this game, do the enemies just take your stuff? Or do they instead kill you? Or what exactly is happening? Like, is it game over every time? Our plan was to move around to attack their shields, but they're giving us their front end instead, so let's just blast our front end, I guess.
Destroyed, Captain.
Yeah. We're swinging in circles wildly. I don't know why we're doing that. That was bizarre. I loved it, but it was bizarre. Alright, small vessel here. Small vessel, the crew may join me. I need your stuff. We get nothing. It's an ambush instead. These tricksy Kazons with their tricksiness. Again, I'll try for their shields. If they give me the front end, I'll take the front end. That was a bizarre spin, though. Absolutely strange. Oh, it does say destroying their engines will make them surrender. I don't know how I missed that.
Ability ready, Captain.
Somebody missed that. Anyway, they're giving me their front end still, so let's continue blasting into it. Now we're going for shields, apparently, if I'm fine. I sent a torpedo out. I did not mean to do that. So we have only 7 remaining now. That's still plenty, I think, but who knows. Okay, so that didn't go super well. There is fuel to the north, quite a bit of it. Unfortunately, it's well beyond our current ability to get anywhere. So, once again, with turning off the mess, we have 12 cycles. It takes 11 to get there. Our visit here has not gone super well, but that's okay. Deuterium low again. Alright, space station online. I'm sending out a torpedo to blow up and give me good stuff. Is one torpedo worth 800 fuel? I think right now it is. But I want to have my shuttle bay back online so much. Get out of this cycle, or the sector to yell at me. Soon, soon, soon. I fly the ship in and get a whole bunch of deuterium. We're good. The crew is happy. The crew is sad. The crew is confused. The crew just does not know what they want to do. Alright, time to go finish the mission of this thing. Oh, I should have done a targeted jump. I was afraid you can jump to a particular point inside of the sector instead of flying around randomly. How about some fuel? Unidentified vessel wants assistance. We'll invite them aboard, give them some assistance, and say thank you. Okay, so I'm going to jump to the area right next door and then turn all of my weapons online, which I think might be a war crime. Oh, rations are critical. Get some food. No. The crew hates me for not giving them nice food. Also, we get ambushed? Oh no, we've been punished for our war crime team. We feigned being a civilian vessel. And what happens instead? They know, they sniffed us out. So I'm going directly for the rear end this time. Oh man, first shot, my shields are basically down entirely. Time to be a defensive guy. Time for the wild spinning, apparently. Their shields are down. I'm going to try very hard to save my torpedoes for what I think might be the next fight. Okay, so their warp drive's offline. Sorry, that warp drive? Yes, warp drive's offline, but their shields are also completely offline. So they're a sit and duck. Let them surrender, but their engines are still online. We'll see. There we go. Close to blowing up, so they surrendered to us. Nice. Alright. Now we turn everything back on. Okay, all of those. Shield online also. I'd like to build another shield, but there's no time for that. So, to this raider. Captain, what's happening here? Continue hull 188. Does that mean I'm going to take 188 damage here? The enemy is a much smaller ship than I am. We're going to continue, but I'm not sure what this means. It's minimum requirement? Okay. We're over 400, so we should be fine, but still. Hello, buddies! It's definitely Kulla's raider, Captain. He's not alone. I'm picking up several Ks on ship. We're outnumbered! The same trick every time. Now there's no turning back. We can create an echo displacement to fool them. 70% chance. To get the invisible reinforcements in place, Ensign. Oh no! It doesn't look good. They're not falling for it. They're just sitting there. Any news from the Chilaxians? No, Captain. Seems they're late to the party. Well, we're doing it alone, it seems. Ah, Janeway. I believe it's time we end that little game. Voyager will finally be mine. We'll end today, or it's too bad it came to this. We express diplomatic regret. It's a shame it's come to this, Kulla. We could have found common ground. Battle stations. Is this a time I finally need to put some defense up? Or is the best defense offense? We'll see.
Orders, Captain.
I don't have sufficient warp core to turn everything on. There's a disruptor available if I want to. Oh gosh, we start assigning power. Things get weird. We have a shield disruptor now I've never used before. We'll see what happens. Kulla has 600 shields. Alright, disruptor's where it's at for sure. He has big guns. Well, this is the first real space battle, it seems. I assume I want to pick off his buddies first.
Ability ready, Captain.
I wish you could change targeting while paused. That'd be really good.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Spinning faster. Are you pulling away? Okay, so it seems on this one, the enemies actually know how to pull out and move and so on. So,
Shields down, Captain.
again with defending our
Defend the
front.
Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Well, this is no good. So our guns are down immediately.
Ability ready, Captain.
Huh.
Enemy shields destroyed.
Are we learning some important lessons here, team? So initially I had my...
We've lost a subsystem, Captain.
Initially I had my sense that we should turn around. This time, though... So I was turning around, and then I had the good idea to attack instead. I should have just turned around. I'll take the fight again, but... yeah, definitely turn around first. Gary, you turned your philosophy found today. I hope it goes very well for you, friend. Very well indeed. Okay. So we may in fact not be strong enough to do this. Or I may not fully understand what I need to do this. Also, am I allowed to reassign combat energy before the fight starts? I am. I think. I wish I had a little bit more power, but no. Huh. Losing the fight isn't the end? Oh, okay. Well, good to know. I still want to win, obviously, but if we lose, we'll go ahead and take our loss. On the chin, as the kids say. Also, it's time to build one more shield. Can I upgrade shields? No. Probably should research. Oh, speaking of which, I can research right now. Maybe this is a fight I'm supposed to lose. Not that I really know what that means. The show Janeway loses it. Yeah, I guess I'm not terribly surprised. The crew is big angry. Alright, shield generator online. We'll try one more time and then we accept our loss. What I don't like is that my strategy I intended to use didn't quite work out. Alright. Hello again. Color. Does the echo displacement work this time? It does! They've taken the bait! A few Kazon Raiders retreating. Alright, the Tlaxians didn't show up. I wonder if there's some way I could have done that, but this time we succeeded in the 70 rolls. We're in much better shape than we were before.
What are your orders, Captain?
My orders are take power out of the engines and put that into the disruptor. I sent a torpedo out by pushing the wrong key. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good.
The starboard side, Captain.
Does it penetrate?
Ability ready, Captain.
It does, actually. No, it does not, actually.
Ability ready, Captain.
Okay, we can't just directly target his front, let him target my front. So instead we're going to move defensively.
To defend the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
We can continue building up our... hello? Can I not shake him?
Shields down, Captain.
Huh, I'm not able to shake him. He is turning with me. Chakotay's fast turn is on?
Moving to defend the front, Captain.
Yeah, why are we shaking back and forth? Please stop that. Huh. Okay.
We've lost a subsystem, Captain.
My engines are too low level? Okay. So little buddy has gotten to me now. Little buddy must die.
Moving to attack the starboard side. Ability ready, Captain.
So our weapons are largely offline right now. I'm still being able to use my weapons a little bit. Alright, there's the defeat. I bet it is winnable, but not for me. Alright, alright. We've been embarrassed. Captain, our shield integrity has collapsed. Kazon attempting to board. Get shield back online? Negative. My control's being impeded at active blocks in place. I hope I can do an away mission to my own ship and have Tuvok go shoot people. Blocked? Identify the source. Seska! No, no, no. Let's keep those shields down. Hope you've cleaned up a bit, Janeway. You're getting visitors. We're being boarded, Captain. Kazon troops on decks 5, 6, 7. Everyone stand down. No away mission. No one else needs to die. I'm gonna talk to Cullah. Hello, everyone. Missed me? Ah, finally, my ship in my hands. Cullah, I'd like to discuss what happens now. Discuss? There's nothing to discuss, woman. Your ship and technology are mine. Seska, the Verterium Cortinide. I'm gonna leave for the Hanon system as soon as possible. Where's Mr. Data? I need Mr. Data to start self-destruct. What's in the Hanon system? Your new home. You'll love it. Lovely little planet. Your crew is being transported to the planet, Janeway, but you'll stay as my little trophy. Is it time for Leia costume? You disgust me, Cullah. Voyager's entire crew's on planet's surface. Then get us off it. Wave goodbye, Janeway. The familiar silhouette of Voyager shrinks into the distance, leaving behind the entire crew stranded on the desolate plains of Hanon 4. Only Janeway remains. A hostage in Cullah's grasp. The crew watches with heavy hearts as their ship, their home, and their captain disappear over the horizon. Yikes. Yikes. That's not great. Yikes. Cullah, a Kazon Ugla ship is approaching. The Ugla? What do those spineless sandworms want? Ah, Cullah, I see you finally succeeded in your little endeavor. Jabin, what do you want? Captain Janeway and I have unfinished business, and Voyager is my compensation. I don't recall who these people are. You're still holding a grudge about a Ray thing, Jabin? You couldn't see it then. You're certainly not going to take my ship now. A division of spoils, perhaps, and Janeway's punishment. That's all I'm asking for. Make them fight. Maybe I can make us end up on Hanon 4 again. What was that? Sensors picking up on... Surprise, Captain! Anyone order a rescue? Bum ba dum bum bum ba da. Bum ba dum bum bum ba bum bum ba. What's happened? What's going on? 5 Tlaxian fighters, Maj. Okay. You remember early we sent Neelix to get the Tlaxians to help us in battle, and they were slow getting here, but here they are now. We meet again, Cullah. Your little raid's over. We have you outnumbered. Well, Cullah, looks like you got your hands full. I'll leave you to it. Bye-bye. Coward. Ah, this is my ship. My ship. We don't stand a chance. You Kazon have no idea how to fly this ship, let alone do battle with it. We should retreat to Hanon 4. Urgh, do it. Damn it. So I thought we were told that all of the crew were off the ship. Is this person actually a Kazon? So that was an interesting little segment in which we did nothing other than leave and come back. But here we go. We are now here. So we don't have a Kazon. Apparently it's possible to have a Kazon by now. Huh. Wonder how I could have gotten them. Whichever way. They want Chakotay. That's not Chakotay. They want Chakotay to go. I feel like I should take someone along to level up. And I guess that's Klingon B'Elanna. And I guess I want to stack and ignore some of the other things. So in race stacking, like Tuvok is the obvious character. Carrie, though, can do a few of them. Chakotay, B'Elanna, and Carrie. Tuvok abandoned. Listen, everyone. Our captain will find a way back. Gotta be ready. First things first. Water. Chakotay uses the spirit of the water gods to find water. The crew construct a makeshift solar still. Hanon 4 sun does its work, and precious drops of water begin to collect. Yay, condensation. We need to find food. And fast. Mr. Carey can find some maggots immediately. Good job. Good job, Carey. The dirt yields a surprisingly bountiful harvest of insects and grubs. It's not the most appetizing, but it's a meal. Sun's setting. We need shelter for the night. This is the most challenging we've ever had in a mission. It does go for a while. Alright, so next one we need to have phasers or diplomacy. Chakotay has both of those. And so let's use... B'Elanna has phasers also. So I'm going to go ahead and burn Carey. He's just below. But makeshift shelter, Mr. Carey goes twice in a row. Whew! I was heading the direction real bad. The crew constructs a rudimentary shelter. The night passes without incident. The crew awakens ready to face a new day. Until they see they're surrounded by natives of the planet. You'll notice that we have phasers on every single one left. No sudden movements. They have spears. So we can calm them down with body language. We can show how phasers work. I'm going to need 2 people together on any of these. The one after is phasers or engineering. So we're saving Carey, I guess, and stacking these 2. We shoot a rock. Show of force and unwavering resolve proves effective. The locals back down. Suddenly, Voyager appears above them, followed by the Talaxian fighters. They land and the battle continues. Kazons and Talaxian are fighting each other. This is our chance to retake Voyager. I'm sorry, what? 100 combat needed, guaranteed. Luckily, Mr. Carey comes along, knowing where the cargo hatches are. Sneaky Carey. He's a spy the whole time. A second critical success, as the crew bypasses the ship's security system and opens a cargo hatch. They slip inside undetected, ready to take their ship back from within. The captain must be on the bridge. Wait, someone's coming this way. A huge Kazon warrior. Be on your guard, everyone. So were we Kazon, we could sneak past. So next round, we need to go for engineering or phasering. But everyone can go in. We'll intimidate him for now. I should have gone for a dilithium choice there. We've reached the bridge. Captain J must be here, along with Kulla and Seska. We blow some things up. Which is a consequential choice. The blast enables the crew to seize the bridge and rescue Captain Janeway. Kulla is subdued, but the explosion causes a structural failure, killing Seska. Yes! She gets what she deserves. Mission complete. Critical stuff, good stuff. A whole bundle leveling up on Mr. Carey. It feels a little silly that I'm using the assistant engineer so much, but that he has 3 skills is so helpful. A close call, Captain. It's good to be back. Good to have my bridge commander, and to call it my bridge again. How many Kazon are still present? Taking our prisoners, Commander. Releasing them on Hanon 4 would be frugal. However, they're prisoners whose fate you may wish to decide on an individual basis, Captain. You look good, Captain. Do you have a new haircut? I don't remember Jonas. There have been too many characters. He's a traitor, apparently. He's a I vaguely remember he was using his, work post to send data or something, or lockdown systems, damage stuff. I don't remember now. Crewman Jonas! You stand accused of treason against the Federation. Seska! She manipulated me. Threaten me. I had no choice. Put him in the brig or forgive him. I do want more playable characters, but I'm sorry to say he didn't come to me. Had he come to me and said, Seska's being naughty, go to the brig. You chose betrayal over loyalty, Mr. Jonas. You'll spend the remainder of the journey in the brig. When we return to the Federation space, you'll be court-martialed. No, Captain, please. I'll do anything. Don't lock me up. Lieutenant Tuvok, please remove Mr. Jonas from my bridge. There's someone else waiting for you, Captain. Are you satisfied, woman? This is you wanted, right? To see me broken and defeated. And Seska dead. No, Cullen, this didn't have to happen. But you insisted, and Seska paid the price. What do you want me to do? Surrender? Beg for mercy? We can leave him on Hanon 4. We can leave him to the other Kazon Majas. Or send him into exile, alone. There's no recruit him button. All I want to do is recruit people. You go into exile, my friend. Good luck getting back. No, we'll leave you on a desolate planet far from civilization. You'll confront the consequences of your choices, alone. Morale goes up. Alone? You would leave me to die? Don't be so melodramatic, Cullen. You'll survive. But you'll no longer be a threat to anyone. This is the end, Janeway. Mark my words. I think Maj Cullen has graced us with presence long enough. Take him away. That seems a little bit cruel, but perhaps appropriate. Also, I'm surprised we couldn't do capital punishment. Does the Federation not believe in capital punishment anymore? I don't recall. Captain, I'm grappling with Seska's death. A woman I fought beside, a woman I care for. Yet she betrayed us, caused so much damage. I don't know what to feel. The Federation doesn't do capital punishment anymore. Good to know, thank you. Comfort him. It's okay, little buddy. It's alright to feel lost and anger, Chakotay. She's a friend and an enemy. The pain you feel is a testament to the bond you shared. It's human to grieve. In the show, Seska and Chakotay have a child. Oh. Don't you worry. We gave him to Klingon B'Elanna to look after. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. Captain, the warp coils have been repaired thanks to the Verterium Courtnide. Warp core back online. Thank you, Lieutenants. Captain, a minute of your time? Once we're past Kazon territory, we're practically knocking on the Borg's front door. Scary stuff. Perhaps I could scout ahead to avoid any unpleasant surprises. If I can't turn my shuttle bay back on before choice, I'm going to be so annoyed. A good idea, Mr. Nilix. We'll send a probe to scout ahead, fine. Before that, however, I want to say a few words to the crew. Mr. Paris, turn on the loudspeakers. The Kazon have tested us in ways we never imagined possible. We faced a ruthless enemy, internal betrayal, and the constant struggle for survival. But through it all, we persevered. The scars of the conflict remain, but they serve as a reminder of the strength and of our commitment to returning home. Yay! Let me look around real quick and see what needs doing. Our hull barely survived. Maybe it's time to build a second engineering office. We're also in an asteroid field. That's pretty bad. Okay. Do I just turn everything back on? We have no power here, but we're just jumping out next sector, which I don't believe actually costs any fuel. That might be false, but we'll have to see. Alright. That was such a fascinating sector. Suddenly having no power was very, very strange. Yeah, probably sensible to build things up and repair this and that, and instead of building a new engineering office, so maybe we'll get to it. Excellent. And have no work crew. We're not taking any damage right now, so I think we just sit here and repair stuff. We'll have a third work crew in a moment. Morale is still dropping in a big, big way. Don't you worry, team. We're gonna get your rooms back. And... Huh. Maybe I should lower our power production level till everything's repaired, possibly. Is that a smart thing to do? That might be a smart thing to do. We're not using anywhere near that amount right now. Okay, that's fine. Back to waiting. Now, I do wonder if I jump right into the next location, if it's going to lead to big problems, immediately attacked and so on. Also, with no threat here, we should be okay. In not repairing our weapons and such until a little later. New engineering office. We repaired the hull. No, we repaired the engineering office, which is like repairing the hull. I got it. We could power up one of these floors. We could then get access to all these ruined rooms, but nah. You like battery dancing? I see the appeal of battery dancing, but I myself do not have the ability to do that effectively. There's no more materials here. Now we could go here. 11 cycles to get there. Fine. -20 morale now. So go to next sector in medium morale, I believe. I also do want to build the waste collector. Okay, combat 3. I researched so I can level up my phaser control. But for right now, anything that doesn't require building, it seems pretty good to me. The captain, the people want nice food. I'll work on it. Captain, the debris field. We scan it effectively. Yes. Got 3 more crew, which I do not want, but a whole bundle more fuel. Okay. So I need just basic rocks right now. But the fuel we have now is all the fuel we're going to have until we get out of here. Captain! Bunch of sick people. I don't know, man. I'll build a second sick bay, I guess. Promises, promises, promises. 4 crew got injured. We pick up more rocks. What does it take for a sick bay? And what kind of thing is it? There we go. 80 basic rocks. Huh. Not sure I should promise that. More better phasers. Great. Victory celebrations. Emergency force fields. That's all pretty cool. Give me the more better rocks here. Disruptor beam online. Okay, we're good and full. Now, I think to make the doctor happy, we have to finish the sick bay while we're still in this sector, maybe? It's 9 cycles. Huh. Have I made some poor decisions? I believe I know the answer to that one. Okay. Bedrooms would be swell. All weapons are online. Okay. This is okay. Okay, there are basic rocks down here. This is a choose your own adventure planet. I enjoy those. We did find a lush planet teeming with life and untapped mineral deposits. We only do one of them. We get the rocks, thank you. Cool. So with that, I can repair torpedoes. Probably important. I don't know about you, but torpedoes seem important. As do crew quarters. As those turn on, we'll have to kick up our level of power. Probably out of here now. We have to hope beyond hope that we land directly on a... Yeah, directly on a fuel planet in the next area. If we don't, we got some problems. Also, our morale is dropping so fast. 2 more cycles, team. Okay. The crew's unhappy I didn't do something. Please get some morale. I'll try. A crew member left us. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Next sector. Let's go. Whew. Whew. Engage. We made it to Sector 6. We're not in great shape. We're on the edge of Borg territory, they say.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. Started Kazon space, and Kulla's pursuit has ended, resulting in a statistically significant reduction in security risk. To commemorate this event, the captain has scheduled a celebratory gathering in the mess hall. My observation that such a gathering is illogical and inefficient, considering the enduring threats of the Delta Quadrant, was met with the suggestion to unclench. I found this directive illogical. Supplemental 1. During a classified mission, Voyager acquired schematics for a 29th century mobile emitter, a device designed to remotely power holographic instances. The doctor promptly articulated an irritating enthusiasm for anticipated field operations. However, research is postponed until engineering has performed a mandatory safety check. Supplemental 2. We have lost contact with our reconnaissance probe, strongly indicating an encounter near Borg territory. The captain and commander have articulated their concern regarding the region's characteristics. Borg space offers no resources for sustainable operation, and the Borg are the greatest known existential threat to the Federation. Surrender is not a viable strategic option. The Borg's objective is exclusively assimilation.
Well, there you go. So no surrendering in this area. If we are defeated, it's all over. Also, the indication that we don't have items here for sustainable operation. If we start with no fuel, we got some real problems. All right, Tom Paris, what do you got this time?
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. All right, log's gotta be quick. There's a party in the mess hall, and I am not missing out on that cake. Kazon space is behind us. Seska and Kulla, finished. They were quite the villainous duo, I'll give them that. Kulla, the chaotic brute, Voyager's sworn enemy, constantly trying to conquer our ship with his army of mindless minions. And Seska, the manipulative femme fatale, the one truly in charge, pulling the strings in the background like a spider. Hang on, I've got it. After the party, I have to jot down some notes for my holonovel. Supplemental 1. Ever heard of a mobile emitter? Probably not. We acquired schematics for this 29th century tech that lets you power a hologram anywhere. Finally, we can drag our beloved EMH out of sickbay and onto away missions. Naturally, the party poopers down in engineering are saying the thing won't be cleared for research until their mandatory security check is done. Where's the leap of faith in completely unknown technology from the future, guys? Supplemental 2. We have lost contact with the probe we sent ahead into Borg space. Not exactly what you want to hear with your first cup of coffee. The captain and commander are focused on scarce food sources in Borg space and careful preparation. But we're talking about the Borg Collective here, the greatest known existential threat to the Federation. Food sources? I'm worried about assimilation.
All right, we're on the edge of Borg space now. That is a weird feeling. Fighting new enemies than previously. It's going to be something for sure. What I want to see... Hello. Balana from downstairs has a message for us. I was going to say I'm looking forward to seeing what's available for collection in our area, or if the Borg have taken absolutely everything. This is the last image transmitted by the probe before it went dark. Last images transmitted from Voyager's probe reveal a chilling sight, the inside of a Borg cube. The crew stares ahead in disbelief, realizing the danger that awaits ahead. This is it, Captain. Borg space. What about the probe's astrometric data? It picked up a narrow corridor of space devoid of Borg activity. We've nicknamed it the Northwest Passage. We need safeguards against assimilation. Doctor? I could bore you with the nuances, but I know you want to get to the point. I need Borg nanoprobes, some things even my brilliance can't replicate. Yet. A derelict Borg vessel would be the safest bet. Didn't we just leave a derelict Borg vessel? That's very annoying. We'll consider it if the opportunity arises. Redouble your efforts. Top priority. Captain, I think I need your help. Since we've been approaching Borg space, I've been experiencing visions. I saw Borg, dozens of them dead, and I saw the destruction of Voyager. I asked Tuvok about it. Tuvok. Could these be premonitions, Tuvok? Possibly. Perhaps the latent telepathic powers of her species are finally manifesting. Troy. It would be beneficial for her to have a mentor, as such powers can be unpredictable. As the only other telepath on board, I am the logical choice. However, the Borg situation may require my undivided attention. Tuvok is my hero. Oh, man. Tuvok is my highest level character. I've used him so many times. His combination of abilities is absolutely top drawer. And I realize this is what the game is saying I should do. Alright, let Tuvok help Kes. Keep an eye on Kes. Guide her. Yes, Captain. I should create a meditation plan for Kes. Thank you. Thank you both. I hope it won't be too much of a burden. Now that's all. Captain, long-range sensors are picking up transwarp signatures. Closing in. Red alert. Details, Ensign. Homesickness settles deeper in every quadrant we cross, though we still edge closer to the Alpha Quadrant, the endless distance. Before us weighs heavily the crew's spirit. I see longing grow quiet but relentless, and know the strain. Two-time. Axix, thank you for the 103 months, tier 2 subscribing. That's not so crazy, and I appreciate it. Good seeing you, my friend. Hope things are good for you. Unfortunately, my people are homesick. Negative 20 morale at all times. Okay. Delightfully, we have fuel immediately. We're sending the ship right in. Lose some hull. Got some problems. Alright, so investigate Borg hunting entities. What's that mean? If 15 Borg cubes are so easily taken out, we may encounter someone or something more dangerous than the Borg. Will they be friend? Or foe? Alright, so it is the case that the Borg have been partially destroyed by something. What is that something? Okay, also a tremendous number of places to go to. Blocked. So you have to progress the main story to go to these places. Fair. Alright, we gotta continue repairing. There's more fuel here, there is. So I can now have nice food again. I need to kick up power production. If I do that, we still have 8 cycles to go. Fine. Is there a bedroom that's offline right now? Or have it? Oh, okay, all beds are filled. Good, good. Do I have a spare doctor somewhere? I do. Both my doctors are working in their own sick bays. Good. Just get everything turned back on gradually. And we gotta be repairing the hull, obviously. So I'm gonna have one of my engineering crews get to that. Cool. It's nice to have our ship in better condition than it was a little bit ago. Hydroponics back online. Swell. I guess it'd be good to get my cargo bay back online. Shuttle bay is essential for a whole bunch of missions. 10 turns to get the shuttle remade. That's where it was previously. Also, what am I researching? Looking like nothing, because I don't have enough points to do so right now. That's fine. Okay. So, yeah, getting my biolabs back online might be a very good idea, so that I can produce enough biogel to make the waste reclaiming machine and so on. That could all be lovely. And yeah, each of these is 7 additional biogel to unlock. That'd be nice. Okay. We could potentially get trades again. It's been a while. Okay. Of the cargo bays, my deuterium's only holding 1,000 right now. That means this one's damage was deuterium before. This one is basic stone. I'm going to move you to deuterium instead. And you... Okay, we can hold almost 2,000 deuterium now. We'll grab that in a second. I need to make additional torpedoes. What is the cost on torpedoes in the workshop? We'll see next turn. Okay. A Borg probe. First time seeing one of these. In a moment. Okay, torpedoes are 20 duranium, 200, which is quite a bit, 200 fuel. Luckily, the Borg probe is the exact same pop-up as normal vessels, unfortunately. So we'll send a team aboard randomly, and we get some decent material anyway. Good. Okay. The food that's being consumed right now is going into making bioneural packs, I believe. I wish I had a bunch more hull, but surely they won't put me into a fight immediately. Surely they wouldn't do that. That'd be real mean, wouldn't it? Here we go. I'll grab the fancy rocks and then go to the Borg cube debris. Okay, science lab back online. Cargo bay online. 2,500 deuterium I'd love to have. We'll need to dance our cargo bays after a while, I think. Okay, how many more cycles on shuttle? 8 more cycles. I'd like to wait for that, but it's not reasonable to do so. Okay, I think with that repair, everything will be back online again. Except for life support here. Cool, cool, cool. And my other engineers join hull repair for right now. Alright, Class G planets. These are disruptor pulse to break it open. They'll have fancy rocks. Okay, time for our first bit of storyline in this area. Biolab is finished. We don't have enough people to run it right now, so we need to get more crew, which is fine. I'm sure we can get some Borgs and take them apart and make them happy again. I wonder what upgrades are available that I haven't done yet. We only know about phaser level 1 right now. I think the hydroponic rooms can be upgraded to level 2. I'm sure other things can also. Regardless, here we go. If we go into this, we leave System 0 behind. I think it's saying collect everything you can here, and then we're going away. I appreciate that warning. Captain, fix the hull. We're working on it. Also, trades upon us. We give 1,000 fuel. They give 64 fancy rocks. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Fill up on basic rocks so we can continue repairing the hull. Let's get to half durability. I don't want to do the math on how many cycles that would be. The answer is quite a few. We've entered a vast debris field from a destroyed Borg cube. Its hull has been violently fractured. We can salvage debris from material. Well, we have the transporter. We use the transporter. Also, we've made 5 torpedoes, so we're back over, back over 10 again. In 1 cycle, I get my shuttle back. Gonna need this fuel, but it's 4 cycles away beyond the power I have. We have enough batteries to run 1 more cycle, I think, or it might be actually included. Okay, go normal food. That's 3 cycles. That's not enough. Huh. Well, well, well. My old friend No Power will meet you again. Good luck! If only hydroponics off-gassed in a useful way. So we have 1 cycle of batteries. Everything's offline. Please no ambush. Please no ambush. Please no ambush. Alright, massive deuterium. We somehow send the ship right in. Damage the hull, but we get enough to survive for the next little bit. Alright, everybody. Back online if you would. Not our strongest engagement with the system. I think I'm burning more fuel than I realize. And I need to get that waste collector up and going just about as fast as I can. Anything to produce a little bit more power, but we can make it to the Borg wreckage area, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. None of my work crews are working. I'm unable to control any more rooms right now. It could be sensible to turn off the cargo bays, as we're not using any of them except for 1 duranium right now. If I shift you off, I get enough workers to turn on the biolab. Or hydroponics, possibly. We'll see that in a second. Okay, 4 cycles there. We should be repairing to the degree possible. Okay. Here we go. Should probably stop and grab the fancy rocks, but no time. Okay. The hydroponics bay I want to have run instead of the second biolab. Oops. Cool. And so the next thing I like to build is the waste recycler. I think that's technology, which I think is engineering, which I think is must have missed it. Science lab. Way similar. Here we go. We did 5 of the bio things. Alright, we're working on it. Here we go! Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Let's check it out. No way! A pale green debris field of shattered Borg cubes and drone corpses. Who or what is capable of such an act? I picked up a few erratic life signs, Captain. We might have just found our ticket through Borg space. An ally. Sure. Indeed, Ensign. A powerful ally. Scan for other vessels in the vicinity. I'm picking up bio readings. They're coming from the outer hull of a Borg cube. Magnify. The hull of the Borg cube is covered in an unsettling organic mass. Is it friend or foe? It's definitely organic, but our sensors can't penetrate it. A space-dwelling organism? A biological weapon? We can say hello, we can try to beam it in, or we can guaranteed grab it with a tractor beam. It feels very rude to just grab things. I'll say hello. Send a standard greeting. No response. We will grab it then. Can we tractor it closer to us? No effect. Wait, it said 100% chance of success. Crazy. Whatever that thing is impervious technology. Is there still an atmosphere inside the cube? Affirmative. Together with a number of erratic Borg life signs. Assemble an away team. Top priority, extract nanoprobes to the Doctor and get a short-range scan of that biomass. Alright, we need a quick-witted person. Is that the Doctor? Oh. Did I have to have engineering build the Doctor's item? Or Harry Kim is quick-witted, that seems good. Huh. Maybe to get past security. I have to build it now? Okay. I missed that part. So the Doctor can come later, I guess. I don't have Tuvok, that breaks my heart. We should probably just stack science at every single one. So normal B'Elanna, you come along. And then medical leadership doctoring. Can't have all that. So bring along Chakotay, I believe. Let's see how it goes. Good luck, team! Hundreds of dead drones, Captain. A few survivors, but they're harmless. How do we pursue the nanoprobe extraction? Incapacitate a drone and extract their nanoprobes. Half chance pulling off. Fake a biosignature in order to have the drone shed nanoprobes into a container. Good luck! A damaged drone stumbles towards the container and inserts its tubule, shedding a considerable amount of nanoprobes. Captain, most of the corridors leading to the biotic mass are blocked by debris. Alright. So my too tired character, all I can do here again. Assess the structure of the cube to find a path. Next turn, Chakotay can hopefully be leadership guy by himself. The team analyzes the structure and calculate the safest path. They avoid harm and safely reach biotic mass. Captain! Accessing the biomass is blocked by 2 Borg drones. Orders? So, the quick-witted guy, because he's tired, actually can't find the safe corridor. And so to put down our phasers and appear non-threatening. Don't mind me. The team lowers their phasers and walks by, who appear to be too damaged or too occupied. The team manages to get past them unscathed. Captain, we found the organic structure. Tricorder scans suggest it's hollow, but we can't tell anything else. Okay, if I use these two together, the next role is science or medicine. I have no medicines. I'm going to have to use them to get together again, probably. And then Chakotay can finish it out. If I go with only one of them, how lucky do I feel, comma punk? I don't feel lucky at all. The team recalibrate tricorders, analyzing the organic tissue, which yields valuable data. The team identify the biomass as an unknown alien spaceship. First contact. Alright, now we learned to make a very poor choice. How could a small ship cause so much damage? The Borg must have more data on the aliens, but how do we acquire it? Alright, now is the roll. Access a terminal and download the logs. Oh! No! The team hacks a nearby terminal, but they trigger the Borg security system, which deletes some data. This will undoubtedly hinder analysis. Wait! Noises coming closer! Whatever it is, it seems angry. Orders? Chakotay tells us to run. We're so close to succeeding on all of them. The team sprint to beam out coordinates, but a massive creature appears, charging at them. It strikes, splashing acidic goo all over them as they beam back to Voyager. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone is covered in goop. Captain, this bioship is powering up like it's charging a weapon. I should run. Red alert! Battle stations! Ugh! Direct hit from the bioship captain, shields gone. Their firepower completely outmatches us. Now we run away. We try to outrun it. It's not pursuing, Captain. That was close. Too close. Captain, the meditation session has ended prematurely. Not entirely voluntarily, I must add. I had another vision, Captain. Horrible. Just the moment we were attacked. Oh, did I ruin meditation by trying to fight? I could hear its thoughts. The pilot of the bioship. They're a telepathic species. It's them we should worry about, not the Borg. What did it say? The weak will perish. At least now we know if it's friend or foe. Helm, put some distance between us and them. Well, I don't like that I ruined the meditation session, not even a little bit. Regardless, team, it is now 11:30 my time. I would usually stream for a half hour, but it is a national holiday. My wife is home, so I'm gonna go spend some time with her. Back tomorrow with more of this action. Possibly save scumming the decision to stay and fight. I want Kess to become a big smarty. Anyway, thanks a bunch. Appreciate you a bunch. See you again real soon. Goodbye, friends.